Hello, I'm Will Forge, and today we will forge. It's not recording. I forgot to delete those files from yesterday, so yeah, I still got like 200 gigabytes, 300 gigabytes of video files from all the other streams. Anyway, here we are, back in the old map. New map. Okay, so I need to finish the touches up on here. I didn't do that off stream like I was planning to. The main things being that I hadn't copied that over to this side. It's kind of important. I thought I had. I thought I copied everything, but apparently I missed something. And I needed to change textures. Oop, why am I moving so slow? It's still moving slow. It's moving fast here. I don't know what's going on. Nope. Okay, I gotta hold it down or something? Oh, it's using mouse and keyboard controls. That's why it's all choppy. It's just my joystick is applying. That's annoying. It happens sometimes. Okay, let's see. Let me actually go back to this. You know what it probably was? It was because I alt-tabbed out of the game. If I go in here and use mouse and keyboard, will it start? Nope, that's not what I want to do. I want to copy it first. These all have to be dynamic objects for anybody new to the stream. Yeah, no, it's using my mouse and keyboard controls. But it's using the speed of a joystick. So it's really slow. It's really frustrating, actually. Oh well. Actually, let me undo that movement and see exactly where I have it over here. Just leave it snapped like that? Yeah, okay. That is snapped. No, it's not. Up here, the top has to be poking out just like that. For it to be the same as over here. Ah. There we go. It's because maybe it's because I'm moving by 1/8. And I don't normally do that, and that's just throwing me off. But anyway, yeah. Getting some coffee. Obviously we need something down here to receive that basically into it, like a footprint. Oh yeah, we were doing this this right here yesterday. I need something up top to receive it. I might end up using a Forerunner piece because you know they have some good ones that would work as a good receiver. But I'll check UNSC first. Let's see. See if I can keep it. If I retexture a Forerunner piece, I could make it look UNSC enough. But I know UNSC doesn't like right off the bat. I can't think of anything that's in here that would work here. But if there is something, then I'd like to use it. Let's see. That's not what I meant to grab. This fin is actually something that's extremely useful that I used over there, and a good bit of like repeated visual design would not be bad. I wouldn't be able to scale it like the other one, but yeah. Okay. Servers. Definitely going to use the servers in the over there in the big towery kind of room. Let's see. This thing is pretty big and fantastic. I'm thinking about where I can use it here because I really like it. I wonder if I could just clip it into this back piece and make it look more, you know, unique. Yeah, that doesn't look bad at all if it was like centered, like actually centered. Kind of looks cool. clipped into that piece. Let's see how it looks up close. Yeah, still not bad. Okay, I kind of like that. Might make use of that there since it lines up with the X shape there. I like that, but since it doesn't have that down here, I was thinking that I could put something here. Let's make it dynamic. Ooh, I do not want it to have physics. It doesn't. It should be phased. Well, I don't know why it was doing that then. Is that centered? No, not quite. Because I think it snapped to the piece behind it and not to it. It would be a heck of a lot easier to center with the mouse and keyboard, so let's do that. Using actual mouse and keyboard now instead of just being joystick stuck in mouse and keyboard style of movement. Man, I really need to get back to Photography Studio's map and figuring out what's wrong with its code. That's been on my mind pretty heavily because I'm like, I don't understand why it wasn't working still, and it was really disturbing me that the code was just suddenly not working. I had to like create a whole nother map and like play test that, and like work that out and really figure it out. So that's why I haven't done it yet, but it's been bothering me. It's bothering me right this second as it just occurred to me again. Okay. So that looks great. Now you can see the other wall through it. I think I went too far. Nope. Gotta go down. And then, there we go. Now I got mouse and keyboard movement. Don't just too far because the actual background in there is not visible anymore. Oh, it's way too deep to keep it visible. Okay, never mind. Let's just let's just go in then. Okay, I don't think that would be a problem with as long as we have that cross brace visible in there, it shouldn't be a problem. I think. Because it kind of looks like radiator fins. You know what I mean? And that way, it doesn't have to be like ventilation, it could be just like radiator fins that allow the heat to disperse from the other side. But also, I think I messed up the height. That being said, it does look okay down here. I don't know. We'll see. Actually, you know what? Let me consider this. Okay, resets rotation, because whenever you duplicate a dynamic object, yada yada, gets all messed up. What if we did this? What if this was a floor down here? And it was sort of our receiver for the jets of the that rocket there, basically. For the rockets. Jet stream of the rockets, that's the word I'm looking for. Let's see. And we just have it to where... Let's see, we gotta go a little bit further to the left. It's not quite centered, but it's eyeballed, basically, and that's about it. But what if that was there to receive this? In fact, I could even... I might be able to even make it not a dynamic object, and just make it part of the floor that the rest of this rises out of. You know, this area over here has an underground sort of spot here. What if I continued that and made it to where the area right here actually does go down to the bottom of these vents? The static, you know, floor. does go down to the bottom of these vents and sort of ramps back up to this. So that there are these like slight trenches there. Which would be something you could hide in if the enemy tank had come down here and you're hiding in there. You know, you could drop in between it and try to get down low enough that the explosion won't go off on you. That might be really cool, actually. So here is the question. What was I going to put in the back? I was looking for a specific kind of piece, and I just stopped looking because I found something that looked cool. This is something people put in the wall a lot, and there's actually several places in, you know, online. I mean on actual maps, where like what is it? The big team battle map that I cannot think of the name of right now. It's not. Is it? It's not high power. That's the 4v4 map, I believe. I forget what it is, but it's like, yeah, it's something like that. Let's see. Jumbotron. Let's see. I need something that will receive players and then push them up onto that platform. That's a pretty cool one. I like it, but not here. You know, these catwalks, maybe I should consider them instead of some of these, instead of some of these squares. I think they might be something I want to do. Since I can't rescale them anyway, and they might just be better looking in the end. It will make it way too long here, for example. But maybe I could use these in these middle spots if I frame them correctly. Oh, wrong button. Let's see. Bot separation catwalk short. If this one's more of a square, then that would work. Hey, welcome to the stream. Today's stream, by the way, is going to be maybe a little bit shorter. And the reason is because I've got to go to a doctor's appointment for my kids. So I kind of tried to start a little sooner to make up for that. And yeah, but it might be a little shorter because of it as well. Let's see. This will turn into more objects, I mean, which may not be what I want. They would be way nicer looking. I haven't changed textures on those. They can be nicer looking already, but these definitely would be nicer looking. Let's see what they would look like. Right there. Right off the bat, that doesn't look very good, but... Oh, wait. Let's see even where it would be. Oh, yeah, that's right. I have it like that lined up on this side, and then like this lined up on that side, on this side. Okay, yeah, okay. That is, I don't think that's good enough. You know what I might do? I might put this here, though. Instead of that one. That would be kind of cool. Instead of having the exact same piece as the other parts, have a little bit of a more interesting sort of catwalk there. Nope, it doesn't play nicely with this one. I'd have to, oh wait, yeah, that would be a little better, but it still doesn't really play nicely with that piece. Yep, okay, never mind. Not gonna use that catwalk. I think I'm just gonna keep it how I have it, but change the textures of these objects. The interesting thing is going to be if it turns out that I've got them all at different, like flipped over in different ways, and then I've got to change swatches. I have some that are this way and some that are that way, but hopefully that's not the case. Let's just do, can I do all of them at once, or are they dynamic? Because they're dynamic, they can't, can they? Yeah, that was dumb. Can I do even two of the same scale? Yes, okay, cool. Two of the same size can be done at the same time. So I could theoretically do all of the ones of the same size. Okay. So let's go with a... I wanted to see what this would look like anyway. What is this brushed? Why does this look so weird? Oh, that's carapace. Ceramic tile. Oh, jeez, it's messing up now. Okay, so we're gonna find the Forerunner, the UNSC textures. I really like the ones with aluminum heavy. Let's see. Now I'm thinking about whether or not I should even do this until... Okay, let's see. Dark gray, white, concrete cracked, grunge streaks, nothing concrete, grunge dust, metal corrugated. No, not metal corrugated, that looks terrible. Dark, let's see, metal dark, metal galvanized, metal grating. That wouldn't be terrible. Metal grating 2. This is the one that, like, is very universal. You know, you can just kind of slap that down and it feels like a good floor. Unfortunately, some of these are flipped over compared to that one. Oof. That is the only one that is angled that way. I think I need to make sure my snap is in the middle and flip this one over to make it match the others. Because that would be terrible to be trying to change all of the swatches for all the rest to be one way and then that one to be different. Okay, so that's the floor I want, I think, and then I want paneling for the thing. So I think I need to figure out, yeah, that's the top. So we're gonna come in here. I know it's kind of frustrating to do the textures right now due to the bugs, but this is how you gotta handle them to keep your sanity. It's just to pretend like it always worked that way and just go out of the menu and go back in just to change it. Let's see, there's also metal hex. That doesn't look bad because it feels very like NASA sort of. Metal panel. That one's the one I think I want for the bottom side of it. Although it does line up very nicely there. Yeah, maybe I should just use this one for the top. Or for the whole thing even. Almost. Let's see, so this one, and this one, and this one. Oh, they're not all perfectly lined up, I don't think, vertically, so I'm gonna turn them around this way. I wish those rotation points were lined up a little more correctly. Like whenever you turn it around and it goes, you turn it all the way around and suddenly it's not centered anymore. That's kind of annoying. Actually, do I want to do... yeah, I think I want this side to be the same as that top, I think. No, I'm gonna make the platform you walk on separate from, like, different looking from the you know, the sides like I was talking about originally with this kind of hex on there. It's kind of a texture. Apparently I missed that one whenever I was selecting them all. And what that means is that I need to hide this side on these. That's poking out on these, but it needs to be, I need to turn it around and hide it. Because I don't want the floor panel texture to be on the top, so we need to go down here. Let's see. Metal panel gray. What does that one look like? The same metal panel, except was metal tread. Oh, that's for like ramps. Man, I didn't know that was there. That's a good one. I'm not going to use it here, but that's a good one for ramps and stuff. Paint thick. Panel floor. Ah, no, this is like a... Yeah, this is more like tiles. I mean, it's probably not supposed to be tiles, maybe. Maybe it's supposed to be metal panels, but they look like tiles to me. I think if you made them darker, though, they look pretty good. There's a tarp. That's not bad looking. Actually, yes it is. It definitely looks like a tarp. I was thinking that if I put it on a panel like this, it could look like a metal panel. Different. That is yarn. That is knitted yarn. Okay. That is not what I want. Okay, let's see. There are some regular metals up here. There's also rubber grip arrow, which implies, you know, something where your feet, you wouldn't want to fall off this thing. So it wouldn't be a terrible one to use. Okay, this got flipped over. That's what the problem is. That's also probably why I had to turn it around compared to the others. So now I've got to turn it around and flip it over because I had already flipped it. Yeah, there we go. No? Yeah, no it is. There we go. There's the rubber grip. Okay. That actually is no good because in these middle areas... Well, no. Yeah. It kind of gives an implication of direction, which I like for these side ones. So maybe I'll leave these as rubber arrows on the edge, right? And then put those rubber arrows sort of pointing up the staircase, so to speak. Actually, I'm gonna have to flip them over. Oh, they go both ways. Never mind. I don't know. Anyway, I gotta turn it around. I mean, not flip it over. I gotta turn this one around to line it up correctly, and to hide the top texture, like I was saying before. That I would have to do, and then now I've got all my textures, I got all my blocks lined up correctly to do it. So here we go. Now we can change. We can really decide. I think I kind of like this one for the side pieces, and maybe I will. I really like the idea of putting some caution tape and yellow lines on these floors. Like lined along here maybe, or going like that way to be like, don't go near this area, it's dangerous, unless you are, you know, authorized personnel kind of thing. But let's see, the foil insulation is interesting, good for spaceships, not really good here. Okay, let's go back down to, there's a gold metal gingerbread. What does gold metal look like? Does it have any like paneling to it, or is it just a solid metal texture? Yeah, it's just solid metal. Let's see, graveled, rime, icing, leather, metal, brass, worn. Nah, that's really a repeated texture. I don't know why that one's so heavily repeated. I don't like it at all. Metal brush is always a good one to fall back on because it's just a simple metal, you know, shape. Let's see, diamond plate. This is a much smaller diamond plating than the other one that we were looking at, the UNSC one. Metal duct vent. No. Yeah, we're going through the, need to go through all of these before I can know for sure that I, don't want them. I don't, oh, well, I know some of them. Okay, well, we got to wood. Never mind. Okay. That's that. Plastic might be good. No, that just straight up looks like plastic. And there are some rubber options. Rubber basic, rubber cracked, rubber arrow, rubber tech suit. Tech suit B. What is this? Ah, right. But it's designed. It's all wavy like cloth. So I don't think we want to go that way. Skin creature porous. I didn't even know this one existed. Interesting. I guess that's for the dead characters. For the corpses. Let's see. Okay, well. Guess we're gonna go with the alumina or the UNSC metal grading 2. I like that one a lot. This area might end up having its own little different separate texture though, because they might I might have to switch those. The reason being because why am I not selecting more than one at a time? Okay, so if I go here, right, and I go and I say, I have no idea which one of these swatches is the top. Oh, it's that one. Okay. And we go down here, right? We go to UNSC, you know, metal grading 2, then will they line up with those? No. See? That's what I was worried about. That's what I was thinking. This one would have its own style on it. They would line up for the rubber, though, I think. But it's because this thing's rotated, so this might be the one that needs its own style. I don't know yet. We'll figure that out. But this one, let's just focus on what's back here, though. I've got the rubber there, and it kind of gives us like the arrows are pointing that way. Yeah, I think you notice the arrows that are pointing away from you more than the ones that are pointing toward you. Ah, fell off. So I think I'm going to keep those arrows there as well. I like the rubber. I like the rubber arrows. They look good. I'm going to set the bottom and the sides, the other two swatches, to metal... where is it? Gray metal panel. No, not gray. Sorry, just regular metal panel. There we go. I really need to get this dirt layer looking better, actually, before I go any further. This has kind of been bothering me. I don't want grime, I want sand. Hard sand. Sand hard, actually. Because it's the same color as the actual sand out there. That looks much better. And now if I do scratches, bring that down. Oh, okay, so those discoloration spots are actually part of the rubber. That's cool. No, it's not. No, it's not. Hold on. 0.1, enter. 0, enter. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. So it is... We're still going to do 0.1, I think, as far as scratches are concerned, which is going to give us a little bit of damage along the edges. But the problem with that is it's going to make it look like it's separate from the rest. But that could be a good thing. So we'll see. We're going to go all the way to 1 and see how that is like if you wanted that to be half buried in the sand. So I think I'm going to go back to 0.6 because that actually looked pretty decent. Okay. And now we're going to go down, we're going to go back up to this swatch here and change it to UNSC metal panels. Metal... Wait. Oh, I went past UNSC, that's why. Nope, I didn't go far enough. Okay, I saw metal and my brain just went, oh, there we are. We gotta go down all the way. Metal panel. There we go. Yeah, I like that. Looks pretty good. And then whenever it's not the only thing covered in sand, it'll look even nicer. Because right now it looks a little bit off. Okay, like if this thing's dirt layer, or grime layer, was set to sand. Sand hard. I think that this bug is especially bad for people who haven't been doing Forge the whole time. Because they don't know what all these textures look like. And I don't know all of them, but I know enough of them that I can, you know, just go down the list and find the ones I'm looking for. And I think that's a pretty big, like, really useful thing. Since this is a maintenance hatch, that's the idea. I want to put lots of scratches on it because when doing maintenance, we technicians do not care enough and mess up our toolboxes. The weird thing is that this is using UNSC trim and dark borderless. And that is really bizarre to me. I don't know which of these... Like, I don't especially like the way that that loops there. Okay, that's the very edge. Well, if I'm gonna have... I can bring that one back to UNSC trim. But what's up with this one? Okay, so that's the actual UNSC aluminum heavy. That works fine. What I'm wondering is... tarp borderless. Okay, so none of these change? None of these change this texture. This object is broken. None of these add this texture here. This changes... Oh wait, now it does. What was that? Okay, well, I guess that's part of the current swatch bug or something. Okay, well, this one looks better to me, for sure. Although, I think that it could be even better. Trim edges. Okay, now what? No, that's not what I wanted. Now it's changing those edges again. Oh my god. It's like this one is associated with that edge and also I don't know if you guys are seeing the same thing as me. Like, am I crazy here? Am I pressing the right buttons here and I'm just getting a weird result, or what? It's like, this region 2, right, is affecting those thin lines, those like chamfers on the 3D model, and then this is also affecting the same exact chamfers. It doesn't make any sense. I like this edge the most, because it's got those cool little lines in it. That's the one I want. Thermal padding, apparently. But this one should be, and now it is finally affecting something different again. I swear. Trim edges gray, trim generic dark gray. I also don't need this color. Actually, this is gonna be, this would be good as the team color, which would match that. I don't hate that. But I feel like if I go with the red, I need to turn off. Whoops. Jeez. Because I picked something. Now I've got to. Let's see. Go out, go back in. There we go. Looks very kind of plastic. Let's see. I think I want the darker red, which will. With darkening it, it won't be quite so bad. It'll look like a paint. Yeah, I think that looks better. It doesn't look as bright as the other one that was having the. Anyway, anyway, that's not even supposed to affect that one. What am I doing? I'm like sitting here acting like that's normal, but it's not. Trim generic. Okay, so what is this one supposed to be affecting then? And now this one affects that one. These two, I think, are somehow both mapped to the same exact. It doesn't make any sense. If this was a little bit darker, it would work. So I'm going to go with this, and I'm going to try to go with that color. I think that works. I'll deal with that more if I can get some kind of, if I can get the bugs to stop being so obnoxious. Like whenever the next update comes out and fixes these issues. And probably break something else, but, you know, such is life. Okay, so I think that was where I had it snapped. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So that I've got that going. These two need to be recolored because they're currently set up to be the color of that that structure over there, and I don't think that they need that yellow on them anymore. I think that what I want to do is actually switch that up to maybe a team color. Maybe the red, but probably not. Probably something like gray. Why are they so... Oh, their color spread's at 30. Placed that before that update where they fix where they change the way color spread works and makes it all at 0 by default. Yeah, that's too bright. I don't like that at all. Yeah. We're gonna go more of a dark gray, I think. Yeah, that kind of matches that one. And I like how these look, so I'm going to leave that there. And there's another swatch in here. Yeah, I think it's this one. This one can be maybe team color. We'll just find out where that is. There it is. And oh boy, its color spread is 30. It is definitely more subtle. but I feel like I don't like where it's located. Like it's like who would go through the trouble of painting on a UNSC like military structure along that edge just perfectly? You know what I mean? Like this doesn't feel right. And the cable is changing color. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that one. I think this one's gonna go back to dark as well, but this time it's gonna be almost more of a black. There we go. We're just gonna leave that more of a UNSC green. That is green, right? Or is that... Oh, it's still just basic aluminum, isn't it? This should be the UNSC green, for sure. Of course I need to... What is it doing? Okay, well, I'm running into more bugs than I was even aware of in these. Let's see. There we go. And source value off. That's my UNSC green I was choosing. So there we go. Not shiny. That looks actually really good. I kind of like that as a wall panel. Now, it's got a good wall panel texture to it. I like that a lot. Okay, cool. You actually could scale this piece in particular. Why did my music stop already? I like just started. Huh. Okay. You could scale this up and use like these cross pattern in like at the edge of a roof or like a wall or whatever, like a column. And you could use this side scaled up or scaled down or all sorts of things for all sorts of stuff. Like this piece is I really like this piece a lot. I think that's a little weird, and I might put in some glass, but also I would kind of expect that to happen if I were to try and use this area like that. So it kind of makes this area like a, yeah, you don't want to go too far out there, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, okay, but you gotta pay attention to where you are on the map, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, this could be a problem, but really it was a skill gap kind of thing, you know what I mean? Okay, so let's go ahead and do, I wonder if the ramps would be a good one to use here for that, like I was talking about earlier. They're really big though, so probably not, but this could work. It's got very detailed on its side. It's got very detailed like shape there. I'd have to put two of these inside of each other. That might work actually anyway. Anyway, what I'm trying to think of is, why is this object's rotation at an angle? Oh, God. Come on. There we go. That's a third. What even angle would that be? I went 15 this way and 15 that way. And so in between, is that just 30 degrees? Did that just add up like that? Am I dumb, or is that like just 30 degrees? Because it would just add that way, right? Anyway, the idea here is to, say, use that corner, which would work for both sides, but I don't like that I had to, because it's just forcing me to. Anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna use that corner for now. But anyway, the point is I wanted to have like a, I was thinking about having like a slope here, so that it's almost like a, this is gonna be part that's like in the structure before it rises up. So it's not even a dynamic object, it's a, you know, it's a static object that will be scaled correctly to have this, and it will just be like a ventilation. At the beginning will just be a little cavity you can walk down into, which means I need to put like a, basically a wall inside of there, and then on the sides as well. And the downside is that ties into this. Speaking of, I'm going to retexture them all real quick. Are they dynamic objects yet? They are physics phased. Okay, yeah, they're dynamic, you just can't change them before. Yeah, okay, cool. I remember placing those down, and I couldn't remember if I had actually put them as dynamic back then. Let's see. Okay, that was a really long time ago. Let's go down to UNSC. If we use some UNSC ones, then we'll sell that this is a UNSC structure a lot easier. Okay, that is concrete. Not bad. It's an interesting trim edge. That looks weird. That one doesn't look bad. I think it's too elongated though looking. That one looks pretty good actually. Where else does it go? Here. Let's see. And then we've got trim generic metallic. That one's the same one but lighter. Trim pipe. Oh, that one looks actually... That one's better than the last one, I think. That's a light gray version. Whoop. No. Wait. Okay, what am I doing here? Okay. Trim small A. That one is either the same. Okay. I'm getting a whole lot of the same here from these. What is happening? It's not fixing it. Ugh. Well, we will go the other way. The other way to try and get around this bug is just go back and forth until eventually it decides to actually take on a new section. Unless all of these are the same. Are these literally all the same? No, that should be... This should be wood. What the heck did it do? Oh my god. This was trim pipes. Okay, well somehow this broke completely. The ways that I was using workarounds was actually working before, but now it's not. Let's go to a different section, and maybe if we change this section's appearance, then it will... We can go back to the other one, and it will potentially fix itself. Let's see, UNSC... let's go past that one, instead of the... Where'd the pipes go? We went to UNSC... Yeah, well anyway, let's... Metal tread... Oh, these are not trim, that's why. That's why these are different. Oh, that's a trim pipe. Since this is not trim ones, it's a little different. Metal hex. Let's see. Metal grunge dust. What's that? I placed these so long ago too that maybe it's because they're such old objects that they're not tracking the same way. That could be it. Let's see, metal hex, metal panel, metal tread. I think I liked metal panel a bit in some areas, but not really in other areas. Let's see. Panel floor. I definitely don't like this blue that the Foreigner things have sometimes. Right. That actually matches these pieces and kind of looks cool. I wasn't sure I was keeping these as this texture, but I don't know. It doesn't really fit UNSC. It kind of feels like a civilian structure whenever you do that, but yeah, I might not be able to do that. So let's go with big green style, as they say, which is this one. Looks pretty good. I like the that floor panel layering on everything. Looks like a good one to choose. It even almost looks like the lines on it here even look like some kind of like mechanical hatches. You know, like getting access to something. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. Okay, and then this last one, if I do concrete, which would be like the only area other than the bases that I use concrete for, I think it would work out pretty well. UNSC. UNSC, let's see, concrete, poured, let's see, concrete grunge streaks, and it changed nothing about them. There we go. Okay. Now that's weird looking. Let's change our color spread to 0. Okay, and now it lost its entire texture. And then we'll go back to that, and it's got this weird... Yeah, I don't like the grunge. That's too much. Okay, well I don't want the rough, so we'll go down here and go over. That's another very rough one. Oh my god, what is it doing? Please use anything other than those two. Okay, well, I guess we're going with this rough concrete for now, because it's not wanting to work. And now it's switching colors there. Well, switching textures. Everything I change right now is just switching between these two textures. Oh, there we go. Look at that, I finally picked the correct one. I forced on the... Interesting. Forcing on metallic seems to fix it. And now it looks pretty good. I might need to change it to a darker gray. No, it looked pretty good. I like this. Kind of like this a lot, actually. So, if that continues to work, then that will become a really important workaround. If I change this... Oh, this is the floor panel. Source value. Oh, okay. If I do this one, I say on, then I say off, and then I switch back to source value. Will it let me change this trim pipe? Nope, it's still showing the exact same texture there. Well, I kind of liked that one anyway, so I'm okay with leaving it there. It's got some good trim going everywhere, so I'm gonna just leave that. Alright, looks good. Now the downside is that these are actually lined up. And they never were. Which means I need to find something that I can magnet them to. Good, they have a central magnet there. Do they have one at the bottom? Yeah, they do. Okay. So if I can magnet to the center of that, I think that that should work. You know, there we go. And then I can drag that out with the mouse and keyboard. Nope, it did not engage mouse and keyboard controls. There we go. And then we can drag that out. Do want it to be as far enough away from the aircraft that it looks like it makes sense. Kind of thinking like that. And I was thinking about these is that they might be like magnetic accelerators that lift your you know, aircraft up and help you launch, so that you don't need, like, look, notice that they don't have the remember in Halo Reach, right? They had the orbital launch, like, apparatus all built onto the back. That was like a modern space shuttle, right? It had all those pieces. Well, I guess a space shuttle was technically built in the 80s. Like an 80s style space shuttle, or maybe the 70s, I forget exactly. And it has all those little chunks that like broke away, and then this was what the Saber looked like once it was in fighter mode, right? Well, it doesn't have all that now, so the question is, how does it get into space without them? And the idea here is they've figured out a better way of doing it. They have some kind of inertial dampeners for the pilot that keep them alive as they launch them like a frickin' magnetic accelerator cannon, just boom into space. And they don't need to worry about those you know, rockets anymore. So that's what I'm using. That's my explanation for what these are and what they do. And in which case, I might want to find a way to put some yellow caution on them, like electrical charge caution tape on down here on the bottom, which would be really cool. But let's find a good place to magnet this. That puts it at roughly the same height as that one, because or either that or I'm gonna have to edit their heights. Yeah, that's a good spot to magnet it to, actually, to line it up. So that's what I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna drag it out, and then I'm gonna line it up vertically by just changing the value of its z-axis. Turn that off. Actually, I also might need to change its x to match there as well. Is this... Oh no, it's not lining up that way. Okay, I'm going to have to put like a block there and stretch it across all three and use it as a guide to like line them all up. Like if I snap one to this and I stretch it to both directions, that should work. And then I can use it as a guide. Yeah, okay, let's do that. I'll grab this one and duplicate it and turn it into a... Whoop, that's not what I wanted. A regular static cube. Snap it to the middle here. Perfect. And the reason I grabbed this one is because... Oh, wait, I thought this was one of the objects that grows in both directions. Oh, it does. I'm just... No, wait, hold on. I want to rotate it first, so that whenever I scale it in this direction, it does go that way. That's right, it did not undo scale, because undoing scale is broken right now. Anyway, let's bring this down and snap it back into position, and that way, whenever I scale in both directions, it goes out that way, and it's very easy to line these up. Okay, now let's get this one. Z is position 576.17. 576.17. Is that correct? That should go. That's gonna go down, isn't it? Something is wrong there. I was looking at this object, so it should have given me this object's location. This object's location is actually this. It might be because I was in object mode instead of... Okay. Please select the one I'm pointing at. What is going on here? Weird. There. Now they are the right height, and let me snap this one to the same place the other one was snapped to, which was there. Yes, it was just able to barely see those things through, and then I've got to edit its height, its verticality. By the way, we're ending very soon because today I have to go to a doctor's appointment. So there's an alarm going to go off on my phone whenever it's time to go. So whenever you hear that alarm, that's whenever I'm heading up. Just as a heads up. Today was just going to have to be a really short one. Or rather, an early end. I mean, it's still like only an hour. It still only is going to have streamed for like an hour. But, so it is short. But also, it's kind of really more like I started earlier and I'm going to end earlier as well. So sorry to everybody that usually comes and hangs out, but that's gotta be the case today. And if you miss me, like if you come in and expecting me to be on later, and you're like, where is he? It is because I already streamed today, and I apologize about that because I didn't give any warning. Okay, so this looks really cool. I like the repeating pattern. They're now finally actually lined up. It gives you a sort of like, you know, sort of like coverage there. I would like to maybe let's experiment with rotating this to the side and not using the repeating pattern style that we were talking about a long time ago, the very beginning of this this map. And the reason is because it'd be really interesting to have this wrap around it and look like a magnetic accelerator cannon barrel almost. But if we do that, we're going to be messing with our ramp and everything we have set up down here. If I get it too close, like actually wrap to the sides of it, you know what I mean? So to do that, I don't know if I can do that, but if I did... Actually, here's another question that I want to duplicate this to figure out. Is I need to rotate this direction. Oop. And bring it down. and line that up there to make sure, yes, this will not clip through the outer, you know, point there whenever it rises up. But anyway, okay. So, is this what we want? Actually, you know what? If I make this look like the vehicle kind of extends out into the barrel and launches, like you have to get in and then it'll move it out into the barrel and launch, that might be cool. Like it's not going to launch from where it is right this second. It's in repair bay and, you know, loading. It's like in its loading zone. That would be really cool. So, yeah. Oop, that is my end of stream alarm. So I'm gonna have to get up like really soon, like right this second practically. I'm gonna go ahead and pause it and come out and do this really quick though. Oh, whoops. Gotta go down first, and then it gives you freedom. It doesn't work every time, but that makes it work like 2 or 3 times as well. Okay, so if I bring this in close to like, if I bring this in and sort of connect it on to the tip of that, like that, right? Then it'll look like, okay, it won't block off the stairs. Oh, I thought I was touching. It will block off the idea of putting in the slope, but I don't necessarily have to do the slope. If I bring it further out so that I don't clip into the slope as much, then I have a new problem where I'm having where I'd be blocking off the staircase. So that's probably as close to staircase as I can get without messing up the staircase. It does create a sort of like magnetic accelerator cannon, you know, style of structure here that I like. I feel like I should add another piece inside of this here that would look like some kind of like I don't know, not quite sure yet, but something that like magnets of some kind, something that would launch it. But yeah, I'm liking the look of it. It's breaking up that whole idea of the tank cover, so I don't know if I like that all that much. What if... Okay. What if I did... Whoop. What's happening? Just reset your rotation then. What if I did something like this that looks like a groove? Like a track for it to travel along? And put some kind of like round gear looking piece inside the bottom. You know? And make it look like it's supposed to slide into position. I don't know if anyone would notice what that is, or what's going on there. If anyone would understand would be a question, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, so I'm at the end of today. I'll figure this out either off stream or next stream. And we'll talk about whether or not this needs to be a magnetic accelerator cannon or keep it with the cool 3 repeating pylon structure I had before. But yeah, okay. I will catch you guys next time. And have to delete a lot of files off my computer, like I said yesterday. But